Oh, the Grammys. Something I could literally not care less about. I don't watch it, don't keep up with it. But of course, they always do some type of desperate thing to gain the attention of viewers, even people that don't watch the Grammys. So, sure you've heard of Kanye West situation with his wife. Now, I do not think that man is still with us like at all because the switch up was crazy from when he started speaking the truth about certain things. I'm not saying I support him or whatever the case is, and to now where his handlers allegedly had to get involved and were getting concerned, and suddenly he started behaving like a good puppet. So I don't know, but let's look at the clip that I saw on Instagram, some of the comments that I saw as well. Now, if you don't already know, if you can see by the picture, she was essentially just naked. Like she was wearing this super sheer joke of a dress because that's their way of saying it's art. But he came out with a post, and apparently this was the most Googled thing about the Grammys. It's Kanye West situation with his wife. Now I'm going to be breaking down the post and what he's saying. Again, I do not think that's Kanye West. So like I feel like they cloned him allegedly. I feel like he was talking too much and wasn't listening. He was probably getting out of the mind control. I don't know. Okay, but here we are. It says my wife's heart. My wife's first red carpet opens a whole new world. And that's the vibe that I got from this when I saw it is this is opening something, but he's opening the door for thotting off your wife. If you look at music and the music that's been mainstream in general, it's been to degrade and belittle women, um, not to care about your woman, not to care about. There was another one, his name, oh, Adam 21. So he's one who literally let his wife go on and get invaded by other men. They even created like a little show, reality show for it where she was basically getting demolished by other men and he was cool with it. He was rating it and stuff like that. They're trying to make that normal. Now, you and I from a different generation, if you are from or if you are around your 30s, late 20s, you are probably looking at this and seeing the BS, but not everyone is like that. A lot of people are trying to hop on the wave. A lot of people are under the strong delusion. And the thing with God is, if you are willfully sinning and you're willfully just like in your sin and you want to sin and that's what you want to do and you don't care, he's gonna let you go to it. So a lot of people that are from our generation, from baby boomer generation, they're coming. There's some of them. They're coming along it with the wave. They're with it, but us looking at this, we see this and it's complete debauchery. It's completely trash. Like if you look just even 50 years back in history, there was a certain type of class, there was a certain type of movement, there was a certain type of respect that you had to have. If you ever, especially Kanye being a black men are supposed to be like protective over their wives. Like you're not supposed to like let your cookies be out and known. Like there are men that would literally go and fight for their wives honor or whatever the case is. Like, don't look at my wife this way, or they'll be like, oh, you can't wear this, or whatever the case is. Nowadays it's like people are so deep into their sin that they will do anything for the validation from the world. They'll do anything for their pride. They'll do anything to feel that gratification. But let's continue. I keep staring at this photo like I was staring in admiration that night, thinking, wow, I am so lucky to have a wife that is so smart, talented, brave, and hot. What does that sound like? Okay. The feministic jargon that was pushed and shoved down people's eyeballs for generations, for decades now, is literally a demonic pathway to complete destruction for our youth. This is the same, they have the same terminology, the same lingo. They're like robots. It's continual. Strong feminine energy. He's so brave. She's so brave. Like it's like a movie, like you're in the Twilight Zone. Like that's, their lingo verbatim. You know it verbatim. Stop shaming. You're shaming. Yeah, you're canceled. Canceled. Like I could see it being like in a horror movie where these women are repeating the script that Satan has put out there for his puppets, the spearheads of his reign here, the Beyoncés, the with the election, oh, and we're women, we're strong, we're proud, the Megan the Stallions, we don't need men, but she's creating tracks dedicated to her pain from men. These people are broken people. And Beyonce, that's another one. I don't think she's with us either. She's like just in robot state. But she took a break from shooting her first film to make a movie in real life. We tailored that invisible dress 6 times. Whoa. Whoa. It must have been so hard. Like, what was aren't clothes to cover you? I mean, if that was the case, you should have just came on there naked. Like, and that's probably what they're going to start doing. And just like magic poof, we disappeared. No, you didn't. We see everything. Thank you to all the outlets who recognized us and gave us back the energy we put in. But I have to give a shout out to the American Vogue team for writing an article that places my wife in a strong positive light and also recognizes rightful strength. This isn't strength. It doesn't take any. If you want if anything, it literally is embarrassing and shameful. That's not strength to overcome those feelings if you go outside and you don't have clothes on. Like it's what strength are we talking about? She's naked. Back in the day, strength was standing up to the oppressive conglomerate that was stopping us from trying to move on. Whenever we congregated, would try to destroy what we had. Standing up to the man, okay, that was strength. You're facing the potential of being deleted for literally your skin color, risking your family. There are people that will risk their family and their neighborhood or whatever the case is, or people will find out where they live, throw rocks, all type of stuff at their house, throw bottles with like lit the fire, the fire bottles. They throw it like there was literally people that were standing up against real oppression. This woman is just showing up to an event naked and she's strong. I mean, I guess the strength would be to feel embarrassed and shamed to have to go outside, like, because to me that it would be crazy. But she's not shameful of this. If anything, she's just another mind puppet. Like it's nothing to them. This is what they were probably groomed from. That's what they're grooming youth to become. These generations are getting destroyed. But let me continue. People ask, how would your mother feel? You don't know my mama. So, and that bringing up his mom, like, that's why I said this is, my opinion based off of the different things, how people love to label things conspiracy and try to hide things and throw it under the rug. But, it was said that he had sacrificed his mom allegedly to become famous. Now, I used to watch, unfortunately, Keeping Up with our Kardashians. And even back then, there was something that I noticed about him in later episodes when he came in those episodes and she married him, rightfully taking her spot as the handler. He would look, or he would be there in the scenes, but he would seem like, and I think it was him, like, back then, and he seemed like he was just in complete awe that he was married to Kim K, and that he was in this family, and that he was, whatever the case is, because, and I have spoken to some Black men. Like, I used to do Uber, and just being in a situation where we, I don't know, when I'm in the Uber, like, so there's some people that, you vibe with, or whatever the case is, or some people that just want to open up, especially when you're doing Uber. It's like you become a therapist. I'm telling you, there's times when you in that car, you driving, and you feel the energy, like, damn, like, I feel like sis want to talk, or I feel like bro want to talk. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just like, we talking, whatever the case is. And he telling me, like, he just it had many demons going on with him. But he said ever since he was a little kid, he got hurt by a Black girl. And since then, he just noticed white women, and he noticed Pink. He noticed, just admire. That's what happens with a lot of that's why they push. That's why I tell people think you just, oh, you're just being over the top, you're a hater, or whatever they want to think, right? But that's what they put on these people, that say there's a reason why they whitewash the media. Because if that's something that you see, it doesn't matter if you're, a dude, you're a Black guy, you're in the hood, or whatever cases, and you're going to primarily see Black women, you're going to look on the television as something to aspire to be. There was a post from a celeb or Instagram guy, whatever the case is, saying, oh, we do things in real life that you only see on TV. People aspire to be on TV, to be on the screens, whatever the case nowadays, because you have your phones and all that, but they aspire to do those things. So as a kid, TV, that used to be, especially you millennial and you growing up, when you see in the MTVs and the VH1s, that's things that are like a dream, like out of touch. You over here, you trying to touch the screen, and you're like, that, wow. You even be like, in movies, I used to watch Fast and the Furious franchise. That's my franchise. I like, it's, yes, corny lines and all of that, but I was just watching it for, like, the unity that they had, the family, like, bond that they had, race cars, and the cars were cool, and you know what I'm saying, and the adrenaline rush and stuff like that. Everybody had their thing. And for a lot of, unfortunately, for some Black men, they would see the Black women and they would feel like it's out of reach or out of touch, and they want to go for that. Like, that's what they got hurt by Black women. Some, of course, you're going to be hurt by a Black woman. If you're in a neighborhood with all Black women, doesn't mean all Black women are going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. He basically Kanye looked like he was just a kid in a candy store, or he was a kid meeting his favorite superhero or some shit. That's how he would look at this family. Okay. And I feel like, and God forgive me if I'm wrong, that he just wanted to get to the fame, to the bag, as soon as possible. Okay. And become this thing where he could get the woman that he wanted. He can get the things that he wanted. He could build that life that he wanted. And I heard that he was close to his mom, but I don't know if I've said this before, but I'll say it again, is that when it comes to the materialistic things, when it comes to the vanity, like, for example, women that adorn after chasing the to be the most beautiful, the most baddest, whatever, they would they will sell out their mama for an opportunity. And Satan has come to, I want to say, all of these celebrities with with the talents that they've had, with the ideas they have, whatever, to try to manipulate them to become like to basically the Adam and Eve all over again. Lie. Say, I could give you this, that, and the third. You'll get this, that, and the third if you do this. If you come along with this plan that I have. If you do what I say. And Kanye probably was like, because I mean, based off of the conspiracies, he wanted that he was so brazen to want that he gave up his own mother that he had such a close relationship with. Even if you don't have a close relationship with your mother, father, anybody, Michael Jordan is another one. He was just too chill when his pop. That's allegedly, but you know what I'm saying? It was just too weird. There was this when you have that weird gut feeling, okay, that's the Holy Spirit trying to tell you something. But now I feel like when he started to let out the truth and started saying certain things that had certain people looking at him and had people thinking that he was crazy, they was, because that's what happens whenever you start spitting the facts of the situation and you sold your soul and stuff like that. They will start making you look like an idiot. They will start labeling you as crazy. They will try so hard to spin the narrative, and then they quietly get rid of you some type of way, because they have those technologies, those cloning technologies. And I'm not perfect. I don't know what was going on with that whole situation with Kanye West, but I mean, that's why you don't sell your soul. That it's a scam within itself, because your soul is priceless. The thing that God gave you, there's a reason why it's a hot commodity, that he wants that is because he's salty. He's going to be in misery. There's going to come a time when the people that hear this earth, the people that God has chose, like the people that chose God, are gonna look down on Satan and be like, this was wreaking such havoc on earth. You serious? What, like, word? Oh, dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to come that time when it's like you'll really see that, because Satan is a coward. God is mighty. God is he has to come to the Lord for permission, but God is coming back for multiple reasons. But he's allowing this because of the testimonies that are going to come from this. So I think Kanye potentially was in his guilt, was feeling guilty, because at the end of the day, when boys are close to their mom, they be close. So and this is just my opinion, my speculation of the situation based off of looking at it and just off of the feeling that I get from it, is that he probably felt guilty and started putting out the truth, because it's like the vanity won't fulfill you. Kanye had money, had beautiful women around him, had his beautiful kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that he has it all, but in reality, if you don't have that relationship with the Most High, you have nothing. You have nothing at all. Okay? You are stripped of every good thing. Even if you have all of these shiny things around you, it means nothing. Okay? And there was some things that were going on where Kanye seemed like he was really in love with Kim, because I honestly think it's in lust because of the way that she looks, because of years. If you look, I don't know how old. Let me look that up. Oh, damn. I didn't know she was 44. I mean, wow. That's why I said time is flying, because I remember when she was turning 30 and she was irked about it. I think I was I like 18? Was I a kid? I don't even know. I forgot. I think I was like probably in my mid-teens, but 47. Okay, I guess he's older than her, but I don't know when he like became famous and stuff like that, but he probably was watching her from before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna say maybe he was younger and his kid and he aspired, but he probably was watching her still at the same time. You could be watching somebody and still the same age as somebody and say, and I feel like, I don't know if it was this celebrity, but there are those celebrities out there that say, I saw you on TV. And perfect example, what's her name? I forgot. She an Instagram model. And she got pregnant by a younger basketball player, like 20 years younger, or 15 years, whatever. And there's like a backlash. But basically, he said he saw her on Instagram and stuff like that, and said that's gotta be like, I gotta be with her and stuff like that. But anyway, a lot of these little boys, and a lot of these men, excuse me, they're living out their fantasy, but little did they know your fantasy could take you straight to hell. And I hate to say it like that, but if it's based off of vanity and lust, because we not supposed to be looking for each other on this thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of these different things that focus on finding your husband and finding your wife and stuff like that. No, you need to focus on God, the Most High, because there's going to come a time when you're not going to have a chance to say, hey, I want to know you. And God forbid, that is an absolute tragedy. Now, if we look at just some of these comments, I saw one comment that was like, oh, that he's a genius because his wife is the most Googled, and the guy looks like he was, probably in his 30s. I'm just like, I hope you're just kidding. But people will read that and be like, oh yeah, now I know what to do to get attention. I'm gonna start putting my wife on blast. And I also heard that Kanye West be letting other men hit, which I mean, if now that you think about it, it's like if you're letting her be naked, and it's just crazy. And I had talked about this. Like, if you're a man who lets your wife wear anything, whether it be because she's saying, oh, don't be insecure. No, no, no. That's the most simp thing you could do. I hate using that word, but it's something that people are, that understand that vocabulary and what it means. But that's not a cool thing to do. That's not a manly thing to do. You letting your wife, exposing herself and stuff like that, because either out of fear of, you don't want to seem like you insecure, the feminist brainwashing that they try to do, it's not good. There's one, got his wife most searched. Oh, there it is. Got his wife most searched on Google during the Grammys. Genius at it again. Listen, this isn't the genius you want. Baby, what he doing to her inhumane? What? Of course, here comes a feminist, and he better pray his daughters don't be his karma. Karma is another distraction / lie to make you think that it's something other than God, when in reality, the Most High is in control of everything. That's why another thing, Kanye West seemed to be very like, even there was a post with when Ice Spice was more relevant. Oh, his daughter was like chilling with Ice Spice. Like, why would you let your 9-year-old daughter chill with Ice Spice, who's literally? But we know why. Kim Kardashian, those sisterhood, they're witches, allegedly. But she let Ice Spice chill with like your 9-year-old daughter, and Ice Spice is about thotting. Ice Spice is about bouncing her booty so that she can hypnotize the majority of her fans, which were men, teenage boys who were just squirrels trying to chase a what. So yeah, honestly, I don't think that Kanye is with us, because he had created a post after that. Like, I heard this was years ago. I just remember just seeing it on the feed, and just this it was just interesting to me, that he was like snapping on Kim, like, why are you letting my daughter I told her not to let da 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 da. But he, didn't realize at the time or whatever that these women are witches. Like, Kim's own mom, okay, allegedly put her in a corn, you know what I'm saying, to put her in a corn video, like, to gain fame. So basically, I wouldn't be surprised if she was doing that when the girl was even smaller. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, this is all me just speculating, but based off of that feeling you get. Yeah, listen, okay. Women make their own choice. This is another thing. They think, oh, you're making, so she don't have a brain, she don't have an operating system where she could go make her own thought. Then again, with these people creating clones and dummies and stuff, I don't know. It's just a whole different type of witchcraft going on. And then all witchcraft is evil. There's people out there that think there's some good and witch and there's a bad witch. No, it's all evil. God let us know this, okay? The definition of confuse your enemies. I'm a mind my black woman business. That's hilarious. But yeah, so wow. The only thing that made sense was the last sentence. Is the dress in the room with us? Because what? Oh snap, yo. It's like, what's the point? Like, we achieved it. We're invisible. We understand in two different definitions of what invisible is, but okay. Um that's really all I had to say about this. It's a complete mess going on in these spiritual streets. Like, and the first statement that he said about, what he say, this is opening a new world. You gotta see, they be letting you know what they're doing in front of your face. When he said, oh, this is a new world, they're trying to open a gate of just complete debauchery where it's just gonna be evil. Like, the family structure is being deconstructed through the years. It's being, but this is just taking it to that next level. That's what they do. They brainwash. There's a generation that does not agree with transitioning into from male to female and female to male. That was our generation. And then they implemented Cartoon Network. It don't sound crazy, but the truth don't sound, they make the truth not sound right. They implemented TV programming. So the Cartoon Networks, the MTVs, they put it like, if you, perfect example, thank you, Holy Spirit, the Powerpuff Girls. There was a clip with the Powerpuff Girl. There was a villain, the Powerpuff Girls, right? I didn't realize this man was a cross-dresser. And when I was a kid, I wasn't thinking that deeply. I was just thinking yeah, like sounding like, you would just think, well, girls, like, you know what I'm saying? Now it makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? That sound, that dress, that way. Because back then our parents wasn't even, that would be demonic, which it is. You know what I'm saying? And freedom of speech, like, it is what it is. I the truth has to be the truth. The debauchery and the confusion, it belongs to Satan. Whenever you see that confusion, whenever you see that, because God gives us a peace, a sound mind. Like, we over here,
They wanting
to relearn the stuff we learned in kindergarten, like,
not happening on the side.
but that's a whole nother thing. But this is a part of the programming. The younger generation see this. Oh, Kanye, he's so cool. He's so famous, even though that's not even Kanye. Like, allegedly, like, they will go and they will eat this. So it's important that you teach your daughters, that you teach your son honor, to value honor your virtuous traits that God has given to you, for women to honor their bodies. Okay, you exposing yourself, they want that. Demons want you to look like a fool. They hate you. Okay, like, a lot of these that's why they wanted to break up the family, because Eve loves Satan, right? So she, the bad boy, the whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? They want, it's the image. Yes, I'm not saying that it wasn't hope, that there wasn't some strand of hope, that God is protecting you, that God has seen what was going on, and to divert and to use what Satan was trying to use for you, for your bad, to turn it around for your good, for his people's good, right? For the churches, the body, the body to be good. But it's important to understand, okay? It's important to understand that Satan knows God's words. Train your child up. Okay, train your child up. If you let your daughter know you are beautiful, you do not need all of this makeup. You have little girls wearing makeup and stuff, like, why? Like, what is the point of makeup? What does it do? It is to enhance your beauty, right? Or to whatever the case is. In most cases, really, it actually does the opposite. It takes away from you because of all the chemicals, stuff that they put in it, and amongst other things spiritually. But the thing that you want to remember is that you have to, you don't have to, but to teach your children to move a certain type of way. Okay, to value. There's women out there that are salty right now that are trying to say, oh, this, that, and the third. But the reality is, if you're a virgin, you blessed. Keep that virginity. Tamar, I think her name was, in the Bible, had a situation where, I don't know if it was her brother, or I'll have to look it up, but she ripped her clothes when she got raped, okay? Because her virginity was no longer with her because of that situation. Nowadays, the kids are just rushing, jumping to go get rid of it. And it's like, no, that, not to say that's your key, that you should be just on that, but that's to get a holy man, to get a man of Yah. That is a blessing, sis. You will be so comforted. All right. But that's all. The video's getting kind of long. I hope that you understood what was going on. I hope that you were edified. All praises to the Most High. Of course, He's gotten me so far in this life, and hopefully the next. And also, I'm be coming out with a book, Value Your Virtue. I'm still editing, but and another book. I hope that you guys could show your support and hit that subscribe button and like button, and please share. Let people know that more content like this needs to be put out. The truth needs to be put out. Please push this content. Okay. So God be with you, and I love you. I hope that you can experience God's love, because Satan hates you. He do. But God love you so much. But be blessed.